Hi, it's Rebecca Whitman, your host of the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show. I'm a top-rated life coach, an international best-selling author, and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I'm on a mission to help you go from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. The experts on this show will help you achieve work-life balance so that you can experience abundance in 7 pillars of life: spirituality, health, emotions, romance, mindset, social, and financial life. When you have all 7 pillars of life in alignment, you are balanced, beautiful, and abundant. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. This is Ildiko. I'm coming to you live from Panama City, Panama. And this is the Bold Femme Frequency Show. And I am the CEO and founder of the Bold Femme, and I'm here to bring you a customized, personalized support. I have a very special guest today. Her name is Rebecca Whitman, and I've been going to her women's circle for quite a long time now. And the way she's leading it and the value she's giving to that women, you might want to check that out. Welcome, Rebecca.
Thank you so much, Ildiko. It's been so great getting to know you these past few months in the Women's Circle.
And not only that, we are part of a bigger leadership community. So this is where we know each other from. And yeah. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself.
Sure. My name is Rebecca Whitman. I'm the Magnetic Abundance Mentor. And I love helping women go from burned out and overwhelmed to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. And I do that through one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and I lead international retreats.
Beautiful. So really, let's dive deep into how did you find your purpose, Rebecca? How did you find that passion and how did you turn that into a business?
Yes, I stumbled onto this. I did not think I was going to be voted the #1 life coach in the world by International Association of Top Professionals because it wasn't even on my radar. I moved to LA 22 years ago to become an actress. And although I had small parts on big shows like Friends, CSI, and 24, I never did get that big break. And I ended up falling into the children's acting school business. And while the kids were at school, I had my days free to study with great spiritual teachers like Michael Beckwith, Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay. And I really started applying the law of attraction into my job at the kids' acting school. And before I knew it, much to my surprise, I was making 6 figures working part-time. And the one area that challenged me was my love life. I was in the habit of picking emotionally unavailable, narcissistic men. And I even married one, hoping he would change. He did not. So 3 years after marriage, I filed for divorce. And as my marriage was slowly, painfully dying, so was my dad. And in one of my last conversations with my dad, he said, "Rebecca, will you write a book?" And I had no idea what I was going to write about. A few months later, my dad had passed. My divorce was final. And I was sitting in the office of my financial planner. He's looking at my stock portfolio, my real estate investments. And he said, "Rebecca, you're having your best financial year ever. You're actually a millionaire. And this is the same year that you lost your dad in your marriage. So I think you should write a book inspiring people about what you did." So I wrote this book back in 2018. It's called How to Make a 6-Figure Income Working Part-Time. And in the book, I divide life into 7 key areas, which I call my 7 pillars of abundance. And when you have these areas of life in alignment, you can be, do, or have anything you want. Now I'm happily married to my soulmate, and I just love teaching women how they can create 6-figure side hustles and how they can meet their soulmate.
Congratulations on all this, because I am aware of it, what's behind this, how much energy, effort, money put down on the table to gain the knowledge and have that persistence and commitment, which you are bringing beautifully to the world. And can you share a little bit about your morning routine? Because my intention with this show is to really show women there are so many ways to make money, to tap into your passion, and so many other ways to hold the energy as well.
Yes, my morning routine is the reason why I have become successful in any way. When I was a teenager, I struggled with addiction, and I was actually in a 12-step meeting, and I sat next to, it was my lucky day, I sat next to a woman named Janet, and Janet said, "Rebecca, here's how to write a God journal." And she gave me some journal prompts that helped me turn my negative thinking to positive. I've added a few journal prompts of my own. Now I call it my abundance journal. And I've been doing this abundance journal every morning for 30 years. It has helped transform my, negative thinking to positive. I get to celebrate my success, learn from other people's success. And I write a gratitude list. And most importantly, I write a surrender list, because there's a lot of coaches that teach a gratitude list. I also teach a surrender list because I have free floating anxiety in my mind, especially with 4 businesses that I now run. And I just write down on a list everything that I surrender to God. Whatever your higher power is fine with me. God, universe, nature, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, doesn't matter. But write it down, get it out of your head, and it just frees up so much mental energy to go out and have your best day ever. And I am going to be offering this abundance journal as a gift to your listeners because it is such an important part of my morning routine. So basically, I wake up, I have lemon water, I have liquid collagen, which is the fountain of youth. Also, this will be in my Linktree link. If you guys want to try the liquid collagen, I grab a hot beverage. I go back and forth between tea and coffee, and then I sit down. I write in my journal. I read a couple spiritual books, and those are in constant rotation. And then I will go to the gym. I'll exercise, come home, shower, and then that is the end of my morning routine. And I love it. I usually do intermittent fasting. I usually don't eat until after I get back from the gym. And these are some of the things that have been really rocking my day to start the morning off with momentum and energy.
Oh my God. So you really found the thing which works for you. And I guess that is our goal, because whatever works for one woman, it doesn't necessarily works for another one. And we really get to tap into that, what's working, what's not working. So as you mentioned, you're running 4 businesses. So I'm sure you did have your part of the lessons, right? Can you please share like 3 big lessons while you were building your businesses, what you have overcome and what was the solution?
One of the biggest lessons is changing my relationship with failure, because I have a very alpha personality. So I want what I want, and I want it 5 minutes ago. And building a business, it takes time. We actually talked about this before we hit record. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes persistence. And I have had to overcome my impatience and my just like feeling so frustrated that I don't have the results that I want faster. And just learning. I actually did a talk at UCLA. It's in my podcast if you want to check it out. And it's called How Patience Creates Immediate Results. So I would say the first lesson is patience. The second lesson is to not fear failure. I had to change my paradigm of failure to not fear failure. Either 2 things happen. I either win and I get what I want, or I learn something. So what would you do, listeners, if you knew there was no failure? And the third lesson that I've had to learn is time management. I am a huge believer of time blocking. I love the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of concentrated effort with a 5-minute break. I use the timer on my phone, and there's also an app called the Centered app that has this Pomodoro method built in, and they time you and they give you encouragement, and then they say, okay, now go take a break. Because as a very focused achiever, I want to work, But the way your mind works is it gets tired and you lose focus and you lose momentum. So in this method, it's actually better to do 25 minutes of concentrated effort and then take a 5-minute mental health break.
I can relate to all of this.
Why we're friends, Ildiko, because
Yes.
we're so alike.
Oh my God, yes. So I really want to tap into play as well, because recently you have a new family member. Her name is Indigo. And let's talk about her, and let's talk about her, what she's bringing into your life, and how is the routine and the play around the whole thing, because playing is such an important element as well, right?
Oh my God. Play is so important because when you are wanting to attract people into your life, whether it's romantic, business, friends, you want to have a high vibe, and being playful is high vibe. So having this puppy, first of all, it's very healing because 11 months ago, I lost my soulmate dog unexpectedly. I thought it was just a regular Sunday. And we go to brunch, we come back, the dog is doubled over in pain. And a few minutes later, I realized the dog had gone septic and I had to put him down. That was just heartbreaking. And I wanted to feel my feelings and wait. And I knew at the end of the summer, I was going to get a black lab. And I just trusted that I was going to find this dog exactly the way that I was supposed to. I filled out adoption applications. I looked on Craigslist. I was just totally open-minded to how the universe would deliver it. It turns out I ended up meeting her through an ad on Craigslist, and it was just magical. As soon as we walked onto the yard, we were like magnetized toward each other. She fell in love with me and my husband. She chose us. And we could not bring her home for 30 days because we had a trip planned to Ohio to visit my mom, and we didn't want to bring her home and then leave in a week. So we had to wait. We finally brought her home. And I will tell you, she has brought so much joy to our lives. She's so innocent and she's so loving and she's so pure. And she's literally everything good about the world. And having this creature just to take care of and teach as a responsibility, and it's a joy, and I get to slow down. Like, yes, my morning routine is important, but she's part of it. Luckily, my husband gets up early to walk her, but just hugging her and cuddling her and playing with her, and the way I talk to her is playful. It has just, having a puppy has brought so much just joy into my life, and it's given my home so much more just dimension and fullness.
Oh my God, what a beautiful story. And even in your women's circle, you bring her in so many times, right? So we get to meet her as well. And she's so beautiful and fun. And you just really wanna hug her and touch her. Anyway.
She's sweet.
Oh yes. So how does freedom show up in your life, Rebecca? I'm really curious about that.
Well, money is not, in my opinion, valuable for money's sake. If you think about money in an abstract way, it's paper and metal, or it's just numbers and an account. It's just meaningless. The point of having money is to give you the freedom to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. That is the reason to have money. So I don't live to work. I'm not a workaholic. I don't work 60 to 80 hours a week. I work to live the life that I want to live. And having the freedom of being in your own business, being an entrepreneur, setting your own schedule is everything. That is why I love teaching women to create their 6-figure side hustle, because so many women or people, they feel like they're chained to their desk, and they feel like they have to ask someone when to come, when to go. They get a pink slip and they get written up if they're 5 minutes late. They are not able to take a vacation when they get burned out. And it's just no way to live. And there's something happening, which I'm sure you know about. It's called the big quit, after people got a taste of what it was like to work from home during COVID, people don't want to go back to that work environment. They don't want to be micromanaged. They want to have more freedom. And a lot of people like yourself, Ildiko, they are digital nomads. They want to be able to work and travel and see the world and make a living at the same time. So freedom is just essential. I think joy and freedom are my two biggest values in life.
I feel you. I hear you. And I'm on that with you totally. So, on the top of all this, how do you flirt with life, Rebecca?
You flirt with life to go back to being playful. So, I have a great story to tell you. So, yesterday I was at the drugstore and I was filling a prescription, and the pharmacist was like, "Oh my God, we're totally out. There's like a worldwide shortage of this. You're going to have to go to another drugstore across town." And I was like, okay, but I genuinely was like looking at her and I loved her glasses. And I was like, "Oh my God, I love your glasses. They look so good on you." And she's like, "You know what? We have a little bit left of the medication for backup. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, I wasn't trying to like get the medication and, bribe her or with a compliment or anything, but I was flirting with her, so flirting doesn't even have to be romantic. It is looking at what's around you in a playful way and enjoying people, enjoying what they're doing, how they're being, and just having fun with people, looking at the world as, look, we're not here forever. We're here. We have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And what if you could think of life as a big vacation? And when you go on a vacation, you know that you're going to arrive at your destination, you know you're going to leave, and you want to have the most fun that you can while you're at your travel destination. Well, what if we looked at planet Earth as a travel destination? We're a soul. We're here for a little while. Why can't we flirt and play and have the most fun while we're here?
Exactly. So every time I walk into a hotel, I just ask them, like, "Do you have any free upgrade? Is this your most beautiful room?" And I just smile.
Oh, great question.
So many times I got the free upgrade, I got a better room, and this was only a question of, again, flirting with the universe, like what else is possible?
I love that.
Why not? We are here
I'm
to
gonna have to remember that. Do you what is it? Do you have an upgrade available? How do you say
you
it?
have a free upgrade available? Is this your most beautiful room?
I love this. I'm writing this down right now.
All right. Okay.
Let's keep going.
In the meantime, we get to talk about your freedom blueprint, which I did for you, the customized thing. And you agreed that we talk about your gifts, talents, and wisdom, which you are bringing to the world. So one of them is, for example, communication. You're communicating on the highest level, your needs, wants, and desires. On the top of all this, forgiveness shows up as a gift, which you bring beautifully. And you are communicating and accepting people through your heart. So all this is Rebecca, and this life's motto is all about perfecting things, but perfection from the place of commitment and being persistent that you get the highest value you can ever get. You get the most loving support you can ever get. And you're bringing this beautifully. It's right here.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. And you gave me a great Kabbalah reading. And, there's two sides of perfectionism. I am a recovering perfectionist. I used to use my perfectionism to beat myself up. And whatever I did, it was just never enough because I was holding myself to an impossibly high standard. But now my perfectionism is more about just running my own race and just being committed to my goals and having the persistence to reach my goals. So that's a healthier way to be a perfectionist rather than using it as a way to beat myself up.
Exactly. You were able to change it throughout your life. Such a beautiful process. And you actually see the whole thing. So thank you so much for today. So I'm inviting everybody to join Rebecca's Women's Circle because there are a lot of great connections has been made there, which I did personally. And not only that, the energy of that group is extremely healing. And she knows exactly every week what to tap into, which like we don't even need to say what we're thinking about. Okay. So this is one of the things. Do you have a free gift or you actually have something big coming up very soon?
Yeah, so I have a free gift. It's the Abundance Journal, which has absolutely sculpted my life, and I can't wait for you guys to get it. It's going to be in the Linktree link. The Women's Circle, to be a part of that, is also going to be in my Linktree link that Ildiko is going to share. And I am holding interviews. I'm looking for just 3 to 5 women who want to manifest their soulmate before the holidays. And I am going to be opening up my course for enrollment. It's a very personalized course, How to Manifest Your Soulmate in 7 Simple Steps. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to manifest my soulmate. And these women are going to just be poured into, and they're going to learn my signature method. Many people have met their soulmate through these 7 steps, and they really work. So if you're ready to meet your soulmate before the holiday season, then go to the link in my bio. You will schedule your Manifest Love coaching call, and we'll see if you're a good fit to manifest your soulmate. Can't wait to meet you all.
What a beautiful opportunity. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I love chatting with you. And I see you next Tuesday in your Women's Circle.
Thanks so much, Ildiko. I appreciate the conversation.
Hey guys, if you're struggling with online dating and just sick and tired of swiping right, if you're just not meeting the right people, or maybe you're lonely and dreading going through another holiday season single, then I have great news. I am opening my Manifest Your Soulmate 8-week class for enrollment so you can find your life partner before the holidays. Just go to the Linktree link in the show notes to schedule your Manifest Love call to learn more, and I can't wait to learn more about how I can help you find your true love for once and for all. If I can do it, I know I can help you.